What is up, everyone? Welcome to today's reaction video, and today's reaction is the very special monthly request of my incredible Patreon follower, Van Dugelmeyer, aka Aaron, aka Dukes. Dukes, thank you so much for this request and for being a member of the herd and the awesome person that you are. Thank you for all the hard work you do DMing one of the herd's D&D campaigns. We all absolutely appreciate it so much, and I cannot wait to see what you've put in front of me today, because this is a dream team, and I know they do songs together, and every time they do, it almost kills me. So the fact that we have Jonathan Young, Bobby Bass, and Colm McGuinness all together, anytime I hear any of these names in the mix with each other, I know I'm in for something special. And this is probably going to be bonkers because they're doing Hoist the Colors. You can see I'm wearing the Pirate DJ shirt because it's going to be a pirate song. We're ready for it. I need a hat, a big one. I need a pirate hat, and I can't wait. I'm so keen to get into this. We're going to check it out now. As always, please check out the original video that's linked in the description below. Give it a like, give it a comment, and subscribe to Jonathan Young, Bobby Bass, and Colm McGuinness. And we're going to get into this. This is Hoist the Colors. Let's go.
The king and his men stole the queen from her bed and bound her in her bones.
Yo, straight out. That shocked me a little bit. Because at first I panicked for a moment because I was like, oh, do I not have my headphones turned on? No, they're turned on. Do I not have the sound coming through the right? So I couldn't hear it. Like, it has this eerie silence at the start of it. And then it's just Jonathan. And I was like, ooh. There was a moment there I was like, ooh, I wasn't ready for that. And on top of that, it's not just, it's not Jonathan Young doing his rock voice. It's him with his bass. And I probably should have expected it, being that he's doing this with Bobby Bass and Colm. They can all do them deep notes. We know that. But my brain still thought that maybe Bobby would do the deep parts and we'd have, higher Jonathan. I wasn't ready for right out the bat. Okay, this is gonna be creepy. Honestly, there's gonna be some like proper Pirates of the Caribbean skeleton monster pirates. Let's go.
The king and his men stole the queen from her bed.
I'm sorry to pause again, but can we just talk about what a absolute snack, no, not a snack, a 3-course meal Jonathan Young dressed as a pirate is. My God. He gives me if Barbossa was sexy vibes. Like, he's got the classic pirate look, but with the beard and the long hair, it's just, sir, okay.
And bound her in her bones. The seas be ours, and by the powers where we will
I love how so far they're like, you can freaking tell this is going to build. You can tell that this is going to go nuts. But at the moment, it's just the anticipation of that. It is just like, Jonathan sounds incredible, but something's coming that's just going to destroy you, and you're on edge for it. And it's just slowly building, and I'm like, oh God, this is going to go so nuts very soon. But it's just such a cool sound already. Having it be like, obviously from the movie, this is sung in, like, that first section is sung in by a little kid, and it's a really high pitched voice, and then everyone joins in with the chant. This, having it in the deep voice, gives it so much of a more creepy, aggressive, intimidating feel to it, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Hold on a minute there. Yo, I have heard Jonathan Young do rock notes before. I've heard him do a lot of I don't think I've ever heard him do a bass note like that. Maybe I have, maybe I'm tripping, but that was a proper like I'm down there. I'm like from the diaphragm, so like he went deep on that bass note. And I don't think I've heard him do that before.
Thieves and beggars never shall we
Come on.
Some have died and some are alive, and others sail on the sea with the key.
The way that he did the end of C there, it went into C like I again, another thing I can't do it, but the noise at the end there was a legitimate growl. It was a bassy purr, and calm down, Bobby.
The sea with the keys to the cage and the devil to pay. We lay to Fiddler's Green.
Yo, they did not say, oh, they did say, I am just a fool. I am just a fool because I did not, I read as much as Hoist the Colors epic metal cover. My brain just completely skipped over the word bass in there because I was just about to say they did not say this whole thing was just going to be bass central. Everything in here is just vibrating my chest, and it goes against the next point I was going to make. It goes completely against it, which is the fact that every part of me would love, absolutely love, if after these two verses, the least likely thing happened of Colm McGuinness coming in, and instead of doing the bass was just way up high, because we know he can do the high. We know he sounds amazing doing the high stuff. And I would love it if his section, if he had a section at the end where it was just, way up there. It would be incredible. But when they come in with Colm's bass, because he has such a good bass sound as well, it's going to be bonkers. This is incredible so far. Come on. It's even better than I thought it was gonna be, because I like I said, my heart and soul wanted the high notes. I hadn't factored in the Irish accent, and I hadn't factored in that juicy middle range of Colm's, where he just sounds so freaking good. I like this. This is a absolute incredible job. This is a freaking masterpiece of a pirate song. But right now, as soon as Colm started singing, my ear went, "Oh, I'd love to hear just a solid Colm version of this start to finish." Not taking any freaking thing in the world away from Jonathan Young, who is bonkers and has done this phenomenally, or Bobby Bass, who is incredible. And again, on like the notes he's done in this were phenomenal. But something about Colm's voice with this song just instantly made me like, mm.
Turn your sail toward
Picture yourself for a second. Picture yourself for a second, all right? You're on a ship. You're in olden times on a ship, okay? You're just cruising along, middle of the night, lots of fog around, and you see a ship coming towards you. Can't see anyone on it except one guy standing there with a freaking staff, singing like that, and then he gets to that last bass note. I would willingly jump overboard into shark-infested waters because I would know whatever is on that boat is straight up gonna murk me. I am dead if I go against what's on that boat, so I'll take my chances with the water because that was eerie. Like that was proper. It's how pretty and nice and good his normal singing part sounded, and then he hit that end bit of the ooh and ooh. Oh my god.
pay the score and turn your sail toward home.
My god. Yo, how do you even make that sound? Like I want to know. I would it's the weirdest question you could ever ask someone. But I want to know what part of their body is vibrating to make that sound. Like you can hear that there's a noise to it with those bass notes. Is that coming from your chest? Is it a throat thing? Is it a tongue thing? I want to know where they're getting that. I just want to understand it. I want to understand it so I don't sit here and look at it like it is something from another world, because I cannot fathom where one finds that within their body. You know, I wouldn't be surprised with how deep those notes are if it's just their big toes that are vibrating, because that's how far down they're pulling these notes from. It is insane. But that I like there's so often in bass notes you hear that type noise in them, and I really want to know, like, it is completely bonkers. It is so nuts. Also, these boys need to stop doing songs where they're on boats, because I'm pretty sure my mother told me it was the same. And the only thing I wanted from this one, that I think there's only one thing about this incredible film clip that I would change, because everything was so freaking cool. If they had the ability and the production value and all that, it would have been so cool if they did like the ghostly skeleton kind of Pirates of the Caribbean thing. And each time they kind of went into those really deep bass notes, it was like the moonlight hit them and they turned into those monsters. Because that Colm section where he's singing normally and then it's just a switch up into that, I wanted to see him literally turn into a monster as he did that, because that's what it felt like vocally. That was so freaking cool. If that were in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, I would have had nightmares as a kid, straight up, because that was on a whole nother level. That was if monsters sang that song. Absolutely loved that. Love all three of these guys. This was freaking incredible. Everyone, please jump in the link in the description below and give the original video a like, a comment, and subscribe to all three of these incredible men because they deserve it. Also, leave me a like and a comment and subscribe to my channel because it helps out so much. And check me out over on Patreon where I run weekly polls for the reactions that I do. I also do weekly TV show reactions, a monthly movie reaction, a monthly live stream, and at the highest tier you can get a guaranteed reaction right here on the channel just like Aaron did today. So check all of that out over on my Patreon. I will see you all in the next reaction video. Have a great day, night, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time zone you're in, and I'll see you next time. Bye!